Hello there. Now today we're reviewing two. Like I said, I don't think I said that part yet. Surprisingly, we're reviewing two core Dinobots. It's the core class ones, and we're going to be reviewing the core class Dinobot Grimlock, and we're also reviewing the core class Dinobot Scarr. Now this one does not have a leader class, so with this one it could be a little more confusing because who is Scarr? I wish I could tell you, but these do also make up for the big combiner rule. Yes, and we have more left, thankfully, and we're having this month, but maybe next month afterwards. Now I bought these. Now Grimlock, I bought him from the Big Toy store, and he's only $12. This one I bought in a store. Scarr I bought for 12. I think $12. I don't remember that correctly. First, we're gonna start with Grimlock, and then do Scarr. So we're gonna show both awesome modes, so the arm and leg, and articulation. We'll get into that part because that's not the best for either one of these two. Not at all. Now let's look at them. Now, I will say with the Grimlock's mode, it's not the best looking. I will say not the best looking one at all. Because you don't get no elbow joints, but you do get a knee. What does go up pretty high due to the transformation only purpose. And the cable on it is really not that good, I'll be real with you. But the fact that arms do go in front, which are meant for one reason, really meant for the, is for the, for what do you think it means, mainly for the leg, just for this only. And I will say you do get a rotation at the head. It is a small one. Arms can go full, well, not full 360. Use the back of it. Yeah, the back of it is ready to be a shield fit for me. And yes, I do have the G2 Grimlock. However, I'm not transforming it back into Robo mode for this one. I am too tired to do that. I will say it looks pretty good, and I don't think you're meant to put this for your 2, if that's correct. Sometimes I don't know. But you do get a wrist rotation, which is pretty good. I think it can go full 360. Yeah, it can go full 360. And there's a lot of detail in it. I know it's not the best looking thing. There's a lot of detail on it, especially on the back of it, where it looks like a lot of stuff is going on, which I do like how it looks. Now we'll look at the alternate mode, the Dino mode, and then leg mode. Now we're going to do the transformation for Grimlock. Well, Robo mode and then leg mode. Now put the legs together. Well, put the arm this way. They just go one way anyways, so. Put all the head stuff in front. Fold this up, which is the nub, I get it. And fold the little pieces for the top of the body. So it covers it all up. Because you're meant to do all of this. And some of it's not really the easiest zombie rule. There you go. And there you go with that part. Fold the legs together like that. And now you get a thicker part of it. And then you get the tail part, which was a weapon. And put together. There's your Grimlock. Now let's look at this mode, and then we'll transform it into the leg mode. Now here's the Dino mode. I will say compared to this one right here, it's not the best looking one, I'm gonna be real with you. But I do like the head, but there's not much rotation on it. It just go up and down. No movement of the arms either. However, the DNA kits, they did make one for the arms, so they are posable. The legs are just the arms you can see by the feet. And the tail is I think it's a little too big for the back, but I am looking at the G2 version, but it's the same thing basically. Would tail be just as big, but it's not like glaringly bad, that makes sense. Not much rotation within it, or like posability, just movable arms that could go back and that's it. I think it's okay, I'll be real with you, but not the best looking one. Does that make sense? Now let's look at the final look at the figure in the leg mode. Now let's just form it into the leg mode. It's now we've seen the dinosaur T-Rex mode, put the hands back to normal, fold the entire front arms, legs to the front, get these pieces, snap them out, fold this down, and fold this one. It shows up, which is pretty simple because you're meant to have this up like this, and this is like this. This is the leg mode. The weapon doesn't go anywhere. It goes on one of the later parts. And there's your leg. Yeah, it's okay looking. Now let's take a quick look at it and the details. Now, especially when you add it on, rotate that and rotate that. Now, especially when you add it on to the combiner mode, there you go. It is not the best looking. Now, I do have the other leg, which is thankfully right here, I think. I don't remember. Yeah. So take this off. Let me here it's I don't know who he is as a character, but he is dinobot. Now his weapon is clearly the fist. It's not the best looking thing because you can tell it's a fist because of the beam thing here, but like he's flipping you off. But it had the same issues like Grimlock does. Now it doesn't have no elbow joints, which kind of sucks for that reason. The head, when you do get it, the head is off for, well, packaging reasons. But we'll say it's not bad looking. I would have made it bigger, like a later class version, so I could compare it to. I don't have anything like that. So everything's ball joint, so most of it is pretty simple, and it can go far back basically. But there's not much too gappy for me. But since it is a core class, you really can't say much about it. But it does go together pretty well. Now let's look at the Dino mode. Now let's transform Scarr into the Dino mode. Put the legs together, we'll turn them around. Put everything together, despite the upper body, until they close. It is a pain in the boo-ha. Here you go. Fold the head, fold the legs, and fold the legs out from under here. And now you need the tail like that. And there you go. This is your Dino mode. Now let's take a close look at everything that is on it, and I don't have anything compared to it because they make a big version of this. Yeah. Now here is the Dino mode. Not the best looking thing. It is a core class skill, so everything on it is so uneven due to the head being kind of tiny, and everything else on it being not the best looking thing. I'll be real with you. However, I think it looks decent. Like I said, these are really meant for Dex toys, so put it in the corner, there you go, you got something to play with. And the tail just reuse, the weapon's reused anyway, so if they did make a bigger version of this, it would be awesome to get a bigger version, so yeah, I can see that being a problem too. So you get some articulation for the legs back in the front of it, for the back legs, front of the legs, and that's what he gets. Not much articulation at all, which kind of sucks due to it because I wish it had more rotation. Now let's look at the final mode and everything about it. Now we're going to transform it into the arm mode. Now what you need to do is take the tail off them, which is obviously the fist. Fold the legs like that. Move this part. Rotate the entire front part. Now it's downwards. Undo that. Where you get the plug for it, and you put a fist right here. However, the fist won't. I mean, it will go in, but it's a little too loose, like that. but it will fit in, and hopefully the hood doesn't fall out. And there's your arm. Yay. Okay, yeah, it's not signed together, but it will stay, trust me. Now let's take a look at this mode and see what it does. The arm mode. I don't think it's the best looking thing due to it being, well, a core class, and the fist comes out. I'll leave the fist out for a reason. It makes it much easier for my job. And and I will say it does have some articulation, but due to some of the parts being in the way of certain things, you can't do as much. Now, when you have the fist inside of it, it looks pretty decent. There is an upgrade kit from DNA Designs that does help it out to make it a little more better. However, it's still pretty pricey. You are paying a little bit more. You're paying like maybe 4 dinobots worth, if I know that correctly. Now, the articulation is just the waist pivot that you would get on the figure, which is okay enough. But it should be the arm like this flexing. It doesn't look like an arm flexing, but I'll be honest here, a lot of things don't look like they're flexing. And now we just really need the last dinobot on top of it so we can put the arms in. And yes, I mean both arms, especially with this one right here. Oh god. Now look at my photos on these figures. Now, should I recommend you get these figures? Maybe. In all seriousness, like I said in the last few, it's up to you if you want to spend the money on these. If you want to be honest here. But should you get these in the slightest? Maybe. They're not a full yes or no, but it's up to you if you want to spend the $12 or 14 or, how much you want to spend to buy these in general. I know I did because it's cool to have it, and I think it looks fine. But in the combine mode, I don't think it's going to look the best, which I did do the combine mode by itself when I had all of them. Now, that's the part of it. You are buying it for the combine mode. You're not just buying it just for the core class ones. Technically, you are, in a way. I really wish they yes, because you see that tiny Dex toys and not worry about having, let me make the big version of it. You don't care about that part, do you? A lot of people don't, and I'll be honest, it's fine. You shouldn't need to care about those. But I bought it because it's funny, and also it'd be cool to have something other than just up in the big ones. But if you're worried about bringing a budget, it's pretty good for a budget. You could buy one at a time if you want to. Hope being that you get them in a good amount or good quality. Get a certain amount of them. But I know not everyone can get these in this time because due to a lot of things not being so good to get nowadays, it's kind of hard to get certain figures. However, everything looks good, decent. And especially in the combined mode, when it's all completed, maybe it will look a little more better. But that's not saying much due to certain figures sucking much more than others do. But that doesn't mean it because I do buy a lot more better Transformers outside of official ones. Some third-party ones I have in my collection are much better than combiners. I Devastator. The light right here yet. I have the body and arms, which I will get to probably later. Later in April, I'm going to be honest here, I have so much to go through, to recording, to family things, and to make a lot of things up. Like, I still need to build something down here for my sister. But it's up to you when to buy those. Is it worth getting? Maybe. But it's up to you. So what do you think? Like and subscribe, join the Discord, and go to my link tree. It's in my description. So yeah, peace out, people.